Kid Craddock in the morning.
The Showbiz Top 5.
Hey, it's Kelly Raspberry with your Showbiz Top 5 for Wednesday, January the 20th. Misha Barton has been filming a special guest spot on Law & Order SVU, and yesterday her scene called for 7 lines. 7 lines that she flubbed every time she opened her mouth. 7 lines that ended up taking 10 hours to shoot for one scene. The whole day spent shooting one scene with Misha Barton. Now, to her credit, she did apologize each and every time she messed up, but she's not winning any friends on set. George Clooney's been busy lining up A-list celebrities for the upcoming Hope for Haiti telethon Friday night. Most major networks are carrying it. I'm not really sure. I keep hearing everybody but CBS. I'm not sure if they're on board yet or not. We'll find out Friday. It's going to benefit, of course, the relief efforts continuing to go on in Haiti. Now, joining George in LA would be many stars, including Justin Timberlake, Taylor Swift, Christina Aguilera, who else? Alicia Keys, Keith Urban, Kid Rock, just to name a few. And then we've got Wyclef Jean, who will be hosting his portion of the telethon from New York, and he'll be joined by Jennifer Hudson, Bruce Springsteen, Sting, Mary J. Blige, and Shakira. And in London, they're also going to be doing their part to raise funds. Rihanna will be there for that, Bono, The Edge, Coldplay, and Jay-Z. Now, behind-the-scenes celebrities are also doing their part. We know Sandra Bullock donated $1 million of her personal money to the relief efforts, as well as Angelina Jolie, also $1 million. Olivia Wilde, Gerard Butler, Meryl Streep, and other celebrities who are at the Golden Globes are auctioning off the outfits they wore that night through this organization called Artists for Peace and Justice. You can Google that if you want to try bidding on those outfits. And then John Travolta, a big plane enthusiast, well, he chartered a plane and flew doctors, volunteers, and supplies into Haiti, and he's hoping that, just through his example, people will be moved to do something. We all can't charter planes, but we can all do something within our own capacity. Angelina Jolie reportedly is packing up and getting ready to head over to Europe for an extended stay without Brad Pitt. Sources say she's also going to adopt another child without Brad Pitt. Now, the two of them, things have been rocky for a while. An author wrote a book saying he predicts they will be done before the end of this year. And we hear it all came down to this one ugly fight, early January. January 6th is what sources are saying. They're being very specific, where Brad gave her an ultimatum, said, look, you've got to do something about your mental state, you've got to do something about your health, or I'm out of here. And she refuses to get help, so he's walking. So she's packing up the kids, packing up her stuff right now to head over to, where is she going? To Europe. She's going to be shooting a spy thriller there called The Tourist. And she's also going to be leaning heavily on her brother James this time and having him help her through her next adoption process. Britney Spears' dad is very worried about her, worried that she's spiraling out of control again and that he might have to have her committed to a mental ward. At least that's what he's threatening to do if she doesn't shape up quickly. Now, sources say Britney was under the impression that after her world tour ended, Dad was going to not be her conservator anymore. He was going to relinquish that and give her control back of her life, her finances, her personal life. She could date who she wanted, spend as much money as she wanted to spend, because she proved to him, look what a good girl I'm being, Daddy. Well, right before Christmas, the conservatorship was extended for 3 more years, and that did not sit well with Britney. And sources say she went into a deep depression, checked into the Mondrian Hotel in West Hollywood for over a week. She was throwing temper tantrums, pulling her hair out in clumps, finally cut it all off, had somebody come in and put extensions back in it, and they said she started pulling those out, dyed her hair dark, went back to blonde. She's going a little crazy nuts in the hair department, which is, what happened the last time she went off the deep end. So Dad gave her an ultimatum. She told him, this isn't fair. I'm going to kill myself. He says, you keep up that kind of crazy talk and I'm going to treat you like a crazy person and put you in the mental ward. So hopefully she's calming down right now. Selena Gomez has been following Nick Jonas around quite a bit. Are they more than just friends, or do they have that, Texas connection that, makes them just, have something in common? But why else would she, first of all, show up at his kickoff show in Dallas? Now, that was over the holidays. They both happen to be in town, so that would be explained. But she's also shown up at his concert in Detroit, where she was seen sitting in the audience boo-hooing when he sang the song Stay. And also in Chicago, she was seen spending a lot of time on his tour bus, and the two of them videoed. You can see the video on YouTube where they get off the bus and head down below for the backstage area of his concert. Spending a lot of time together in big cities all across the country and really not doing that much to hide the fact. Kind of interesting, don't you think? That's your Showbiz Top 5.